Hey friends, hope you're having a great day. Hey, for reading today, we are going to work more on inferencing. So I've gone ahead and put down our target for the day of I can explain how the use of text structure contributes to an author's purpose in a poem. So that's the tech that we're going to work on today. So I've got a couple of fun activities for us to do. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to compare and contrast two poems, and then as well as talk about the speaker and text structure in a poem. So the first poem on the left is called Halloween Witch. It says, I'm a witch without a broom, a witch without a hat. I haven't any cauldron. I do not own a cat. Don't ask about a spell book. I don't have one of those. And as you can see, I haven't any warts upon my nose. Yet I can conjure magic, make no mistake of that. I made this candy disappear in 15 seconds flat. That's a pretty cute poem. So the next poem we're going to compare it to is called Polka Dot Witches. It says, polka dot witches ride WYSIWYG brooms and streak across the moon, trailing candy corn plumes. Their hats glow with stars they plucked from the sky, and their spiderweb capes gather smiles as they fly. They're the sparkliest, happiest witches in sight, but they only come out when it's Halloween night. So as you can see, they're similar and different in different ways. And so what we're going to do with our Venn diagram is we're going to notate just a couple of those. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to write down something about Halloween witches over here on my Venn diagram that only pertains to Halloween witches. It doesn't have anything to do with polka dot witches or nothing that has polka dot witches in common. So for Halloween witches, I'm going to say, she's a witch without a broom. I'm going to say witch without a broom. She doesn't have a broom, so I'm going to make that because I noticed that that only kind of pertains to Halloween witch. But polka dot witches, she talks about riding on a broom. So I'm going to say in polka dot witches, she has a broom. I thought that was kind of interesting. And then in the middle, we're going to talk about how Halloween witch and polka dot witch, something that they have in common. And so I'm going to say that they both talk about Halloween. They both have that holiday in there. We'll talk about Halloween, which is a fun one. One of my favorite holidays. So both talk about Halloween. Both have Halloween inside the poem. All right, so the next one we're going to do is talk about the speaker. And so the speaker, I think in Halloween Witch, it is a witch, but she doesn't have a broom. So it may be someone who maybe only dresses up as a witch, maybe at Halloween time. Maybe she doesn't have any warts, she doesn't have a cat, a cauldron, a spell book. So I'm going to say maybe someone who dresses up as a witch. So it could be an adult, could be a child. I'm not sure, but I'm going to say someone who doesn't typically dress up as a witch. So, but they say that they are. So, and then for polka dot witches, I'm going to say that the speaker is going to be maybe someone who has, or maybe someone that is a witch. Maybe they're describing some of their friends. Maybe they have seen them flying around on WYSIWYG brooms, and they've seen them like trailing the candy corn plumes like behind their broom. So they are describing them, which leads me to text structure. So with text structure, there are the 5 different text structures that I've posted on our Schoology page. And the one that I think pertains to both of these is descriptive. So Halloween Witch and polka dot witches both use descriptive text structure and features of describing them. So if I read them both, I kind of get like a mental picture or mental image in my head. So let's go on to the next one. So the next one is going to be comparing and contrasting the two poems, Trampoline and The World is an Open Book. So I'm going to go ahead and read those real fast, and then we'll go ahead and do our Venn diagram together. And then this is the one that you can do with your friends in class. For trampoline, it says, bouncing upon the trampoline so high above the ground, just as I was going up, I saw her coming down. She had a daisy in her hair and wore a silken gown, but when she started going up, I was coming down. I tried to say, hello, nice day. She smiled and spun around. Come up a while with me, yelled she, but I was going down. And so as yet we've never met, because we've sadly found that one is always going up while one is coming down. And then our other poem, The World is an Open Book, says, a book is the world made small, so that even indoors on a rainy day, you can travel around it twice each way and never get wet at all. That's a really good poem too. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Venn diagram in the middle, and I'm going to compare trampoline and The World's an Open Book. And so I'm going to do one comparison and then kind of contrast them, and then you will get to work with them at your tables too. So the one for trampoline, I'm going to say something about it that does not do with World's Open Book. I'm going to say that it takes place outside. They are bouncing on the trampoline outside. And The World's an Open Book, I'm going to say that this one here takes place inside. Let's see, takes place inside. And then something in the middle that both the trampoline and The World's an Open Book, kind of something that they have in common, or that that is similar to them, excuse me, is that, actually I can think of two things. One is that both are fun. Jumping on a trampoline is fun. Reading a book would be fun. Also that they are real world events. So they're both things that can happen. Like you might go jump on a trampoline outside. You might read a book. So they're both things that would happen while you are doing them. So that's gonna be something fun. And then for your guided, this is what you and your team will do. If you have a team, some friends at your table that you will work with. So you're gonna use a Venn diagram to make connections between the two texts. That's what you're gonna do for that one. And so later we'll talk about who the speaker of the poem is and then what kind of text in your exit ticket. So this is gonna be your guided and collaborative. And then we have an independent one, which is something that you'll do on your own. So for your exit ticket, so we're talking about The World is an Open Book and the trampoline poem. The exit ticket is, what are the author's purposes for each of these poems? Why did the author write these? And then also, what is the message of each poem the author is trying to convey to you? What are they trying to tell you in both of these poems? Is there a message that they're trying to give you? So go ahead, and if you are virtual, you're going to go ahead and do the discussion. And then if you're in class, you'll go ahead and write your answer on your exit ticket, and this will be your independent work. So hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.